So your pole position for Cadet Heat 2 will be Lizzie Mentier taking a win in Heat 1, followed by Isabella Stansmore-Wilson in second. Third is Tom Holding. Fourth will be Thomas Potter. Fifth, Jared Fox-Whiteley. And sixth, Leon Barlow. Seventh will be Catherine Potter. Eighth, David Mack. Ninth, Sophie Pawsey. 10th, Josh Cooke. 11th, Jakob Treziak. 12th will be Addison Smith. 13th, Ethan Charles. 14th, Alex Lynn. 15th, Sam Robson. 16th, Harris Ali. 17th, Holly Allen. And 18th, Harry Brown. 19th, William Howard. 20th, Sam Hayes. 21st, Summer Wood. 22nd, Oliver Watson. 23rd, Cody Lamb. 24th, Josh Sullivan. 25th, James Tate. 26th, Zach Turner. 27th, Ethan Gerling. And 28th is Mason Webster. Already lining up at the front of the grid. We have our top 10 or 12 karts are already in position. So not quite the delay that we had with heat number 1. Although we do have somebody round at the back. That's the 95 of Holly Allen facing the wrong way. So not sure whether she will be allowed to take up her grid position or not. We will wait to see.
Both Holly and Cody Lamb came out of the dummy grid very, very late in comparison to the rest of the grid, although as we take a while to get everybody into position at the back with the 28 kart grid, it doesn't make too much of a difference, although I think both of those went round on the way out as well, so that might promote the 8 of Ethan Gerling a little bit further forward, although Lamb is going to move into his position. And they're going to go forwards into their position. Ethan Gerling there in the number 8, retired from the opening heat of the day, having come into contact with the very stationary Catherine Potter on the halfway round hairpin number 4.
It looked to be in a bit of pain, so good to see Ethan back on the grid for heat number 2.
Final few drivers seem to be making their way into position, and the makeshift gate being made in the barriers will be closed. Start line marshal's having to put a jog in this time, Tom, to get all the way to the front of the grid. He's pretty much ran from South Bank to get this one started, so I think
he's getting his step count in, David.
Oh, he'll be thankful when the green goes. He'll get a rest, won't he? There he is, making his way into position, green flag in hand. The green is up, the engine notes are going to rise. The green is down, we're away in racing. It's a good start from pole position by Lizzie Mentier. It's also a good start from Tom Holden from the second row, but Isabella Stansmore-Wilson, is she going to hold on to second place? No, Holden gets the nose in to the inside, so Holden up to second. Thomas Potter's up to third from the fourth row, with Jared Fox-Whiteley in there as well in fourth place.
Yeah, it seemed that that Holden just stuck the nose in there on Stansmore-Wilson, and a little bit of contact, but yeah, and through he went.
Yeah, so Lizzie Mentier out at the head of the field. Following her is Tom Holden, the two drivers that fought it out for the win last time. It went the way of Holden by 0.114 of a second as Jared Fox-Whiteley tries to make a late move down the inside of front row starter Stansmore-Wilson. Can't get it done, and Tom Holden comes through in second place after a fantastic start from the second row for him. So it's Mentier, Holden, Stansmore-Wilson, Fox-Whiteley and Potter the top 5. David Mack, Leon Barlow, Catherine Potter, and then Sophie Pawsey and Josh Cooke the top 10. Then we've got Jakob Treziak in 11th, Addison Smith 12th, Alex Lynn, Ethan Charles and Ethan Gerling already up into 15th place from the back of the grid where he started down in 28. So great start for Ethan. That's Leon Barlow. Tom, normally he's got a bright red livery on, which we've waxed lyrical about before, with the bright red and yellow. That one's been traded in for a yellow and dark blue livery this time.
He's gone all corporate on us.
New sponsor, new colours.
Same wheels, same helmet though, which helps us a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah, stands out, doesn't he? David Mack just in front of him in that bright orange helmet aboard the number 16. Mack leaves the door open, invites Leon Barlow down the inside. And Catherine Potter as well on the back there. She's down in 8th place, having started in 7th. She's going to get... Mack and Barlow come together. The door is opened once again then. And it's Catherine Potter through from 8th place into 6th. That looked like it could have been nasty if that one had gone all the way around in the middle of a fast part of the circuit.
Well held by Barlow in the end.
David Mack's gone wide once again, Tom. That number 16's handling like a pig on roller skates, isn't it? Just can't seem to get it stopped and turned in.
Good speed down the straight, though.
Yeah, fantastic. He's just
Managed to get
struggling
back in
at
front,
the corners, isn't he? Barlow goes wide this time and opens the door for the number 3 of Josh Cooke. Barlow, though, is going to come straight back to the inside.
That's the old Troy Bayliss move, isn't it?
Barlow, he can get that stop, can't he? That number 42 just gets on the brakes and it just stops on a sixpence, doesn't it? Just allows him to turn it in.
That's caused a bit of a gap back to Josh Cooke now in the 3. With Sophie Pawsey in the 77th now right on the back. That's Leon Barlow again looking at David Mack and again trying to do the cutback. And the gap at the front is closing up, so Holden is closed up to the back of Mentier and it's brought with him Stansmore Wilson and Jared Fox-Whiteley as well. So this is now becoming a 4-way battle at the front of the field. It looks like Stansmore Wilson is going to have a look. There's a back marker in the way as well. I'm not sure who that was, but a slow-moving car out on circuit, and yeah, that sort of has now created a gap again for Mentier, who took full advantage of that.
Yeah, Mentier managed to negotiate the back marker and opens up a gap of around about 4 or 5 kart lengths from Holden, Stansmore Wilson and Fox-Whiteley. Behind them, it's the 2 Potters, Thomas and Catherine in 5th and 6th. As Holden has a look over the shoulder at Stansmore Wilson. Between the 2 of them, though, if they keep pushing, they're just going to catch back onto the back of Mentier again, punching a hole through the air. The 3 of them working together to close the gap on the leader.
Exactly what they need to do at this point in the race as well. There's no point in fighting, especially with the pace that Mentier's got when she is out on her own.
3 or 2.5 laps remaining now as they go out onto the back straight. Mentier leads from Holden. Fox-Whiteley's come through, hasn't he, in front of Lizzie Mentier in the mix there. Sorry, not in front of Stansmore Wilson, so Fox-Whiteley up to 3rd, Stansmore Wilson down into 4th place. That's broken the gap though, and now it's just a 2-kart battle for the lead unless the 2 behind can close up with 2 remaining. And once again, as it was in the final of the last round, it's Lizzie Mentier and Tom Holden. And Tom Holden, fantastic in the wet last time, proving it was no fluke. Doing it again here in the dry conditions at round number 6 of the NRG Cycles Owner Sprint Series here at Teesside Karting.
We've got Catherine Potter is now overtaking Thomas Potter as well for 5th place, with Leon Barlow 7th, Josh Cooke 8th, Sophie Pawsey 9th, and David Mack is now at 10th place. So he's dropped back a little bit in that pack.
Yeah, battling early for the first part of the race between Leon Barlow and David Mack. Last lap board will await Lizzie Mentier as she comes round this time. Tom Holden in 2nd place. Hasn't really made a move yet to overtake the leader. So it's Mentier out in front. She's got 45, 46 seconds to try and hold on at the head of the field. Behind them, Fox-Whiteley, Stansmore Wilson, then Catherine Potter now in front of Thomas, who sets a personal best with Barlow in 7th place. He's broken away from the pack that was behind him.
Fox-Whiteley's right there now as well. As up the inside goes Holden, takes the lead. Mentier immediately cuts back and she's on the inside coming into South Bank. Has she got the momentum?
Holden's got the momentum, hasn't he? But Fox-Whiteley pushes Lizzie Mentier through on the inside. They work together and Tom Holden is going to drop all the way down to 3rd place. He's going to come back to the inside, is he, of Jared Fox-Whiteley. Lizzie Mentier, though, is going to come over the line. Fox-Whiteley behind with Tom Holden. Slots in and it's a straight line. Fox-Whiteley's very happy with that 2nd place. Lizzie Mentier, though, picks up another victory from Jared Fox-Whiteley and Tom Holden. Stansmore Wilson, Catherine Potter, then Thomas Potter, the top 6. Leon Barlow, Josh Cooke, David Mack and Sophie Pawsey a fantastic 10th for her. And if I was Lizzie Mentier, Tom, I'd be seeking Jared Fox-Whiteley out in the paddock and having a quiet thank you there, because it looked like Tom Holden had the speed down the back straight until Jared Fox-Whiteley moved to the inside, and the 2 karts punching the hole instead of 1 made all the difference for Lizzie Mentier to come through and take the victory for the 2nd time today.
Absolutely, and we waited a long time for Lizzie to get her first heat win. And like buses, they're all coming at once now, aren't they? She's certainly found a rhythm here.
Jared Fox-Whiteley, he's still punching the air, and he's done a slow down lap. Incredibly happy with that one as they come up and over the weighbridge. Let's see